Richard Southern joins us for a look at the day's business headlines. Richard, I don't know about you, but it has been months since I've been on the TTC. I used to take it to work every day, but no longer. But transit ridership is slowly increasing across the GTA, and riders could expect a significant change coming to Presto.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of complaints, I guess, over the years about Presto, Janella, but this one kind of stood out. It was the fact that when you put money on your Presto card, there was a minimum amount. You had to put at least $10 on when you were doing it online, right? And in the subway stop, I think it was like $5 at the machine. But anyways, there was this minimum spend, and everyone's like, well, why should I have to put $10 on?
Especially if I'm only taking one trip.
Exactly, especially nowadays, like you say, if we're not taking many. Anyways, Metrolinx announcing changes to this. The minimum will now be brought all the way down to 5 cents. So 5 pennies is the minimum. Much better indeed. And Metrolinx also announcing plans for balance protection. So if your card is stolen, they will freeze the balance right away once it's reported. It used to take 24 hours. So, they're pointing out, Metrolinx, the fact that, we're in tougher times and maybe not everyone can afford $10 a pop. So good progress here, I'd say.
Absolutely. That was one of the criticisms, actually, that it was prohibitive to lower income people who maybe often only had exactly as much as they needed for that ride that day. And and so, that's all they wanted to put on their card, and they shouldn't have to pay that much up front.
Absolutely, yep.
Okay, the Liberal government pressed the reset button yesterday with the new throne speech in the midst of this pandemic, and one industry is calling for more help.
The airline industry, and they actually said they were encouraged by what they heard in the speech last night because the government said it was planning to help out the hardest hit areas, and they specifically singled out travel and tourism. And we heard today from the National Airline Council of Canada. It, though, says it wants to see a concrete, detailed plan. I mean, we know what's going on at the airlines. So passenger traffic down 94%, revenues down 43% over last year. Canada's biggest 4 airlines have collectively laid off 27,000 people. Just to underscore how tough it is, in England, they're selling at British Airways artwork off the wall, and in Australia, Janella, at Qantas, they're selling fully loaded bar carts for people to use at home. So airlines are looking for money anywhere they can get it.
Wow. Okay, Liberals also they announced all of those plans, but the big question, how they're going to pay for it. So they are searching for new revenue sources as part of that throne speech.
Yeah, no question about that. They're going after some of the tech giants that are operating in Canada out of the U.S. Your Facebooks and your Googles and your Netflixes. They're looking to get them, we think, to pay more of their fair share of tax, because they talked about this in the section of the speech that talked about taxes. They also had a line, though, that said they want them to, quote, contribute to the production and distribution of our stories. So, Janella, people are thinking now we're going to see local content requirements on Google News and on Netflix. So that could be something to look forward to. You and I are back just after 6:30. We're going to chat about some very interesting stories, including what they found in the bowels of New York City today. You got to tune in for this one after 6:30.
Okay, we'll see you next hour.